Meteorologist Joe Ranieri joining us now because this was a record day for rain, right?
It certainly was. The second wettest of the entire year, but still, we saw record rainfall. We basically didn't get much of a break out there, and we're still going to be seeing more scattered showers the rest of your night, tonight and into tomorrow. Along with those scattered showers, we could be looking at some thunderstorms as well. On the radar right now, there's just a steady line of lightning strikes over along the central Oregon coast near Tillamook, and over in Longview, starting to see some heavy downpours and some thunderstorms as well. And that's basically where all the heavy downpours have been here the last couple of hours. Downtown Portland, we're starting to see some light showers, but south of Portland, basically from Portland all the way into Salem, North Salem, we're seeing a little bit of some dry conditions, but heading into the overnight hours, we'll continue to see some showers develop, and they will be heavy at times, and those showers carry over into tomorrow morning as well. But the good news about tomorrow, it's not going to be as wet. We'll be seeing a little bit more of some sun breaks, but some of that instability could also increase the threat of some thunderstorms at times throughout the morning and a little bit into the afternoon hours. You can see just east of Battleground over at Amboy, starting to see some heavy downpours right now. So let's look at the rainfall amounts we've seen since midnight. Well over an inch, almost an inch and a quarter throughout Portland and Vancouver. Take a look at Aurora. You saw over 2 inches of rain. This is pretty impressive for the last weekend of summer. And up and down the I-5 corridor, well over an inch of rain. In Astoria, over an inch. And along the east side of the state, this is also good news. You saw a little more than about a quarter of an inch in a few spots. Well, not quite, I should say, over in John Day. But my point being is this is the first time in months where the entire state got some amount of rain, which is definitely going to be helping the wildfire. So let's look at the futurecast and put this in motion. So throughout the morning hours, really after midnight, the rain showers will continue to pick up, heavy at times once again. And then you can see some yellows out there late morning tomorrow. Well, they could be producing not only heavy downpours, but also a chance to hear some thunderstorms, maybe some claps of thunder, and that will carry over into the afternoon as well. Late tomorrow afternoon and the evening is when things will start to calm down. I'll talk more about what you can expect to see heading into the last couple of days of summer a little later on the show. Pat, back to you.
Looking forward to it, Joe. Thank you. This weekend's wet weather came at exactly the wrong time for some professional golfers in town looking for a win at the Cambia Portland Classic. Today's play was suspended after heavy rain soaked the course. Officials for the tournament had hoped they could play without fans, but then later called it off after, well, sand traps flooded, wind knocking down barriers.
There's an unbelievable maintenance staff here, and I know they're going to do the best that they can along with the support of the LPGA, and we'll have this course ready for the best players in the world to compete tomorrow.
We'll see. Hopefully they will. Since the play was canceled today, officials say daily spectator tickets will remain valid for admission tomorrow. The plan right now is for the tournament to crown a winner without playing a fourth day of golf. In North Portland and before the rain, several fires broke out near Overlook Park, the most recent just a day ago, and that has neighbors on edge. Art Edwards tells us they believe the fires are coming from a nearby homeless camp.
There have been 5 fires on the bluff since I have lived here, but I think most of those have occurred in the last 3 years. Pretty sure that's the case.
The latest fire near Overlook Park was Friday morning. People living in the area believe the fires are starting in a homeless camp nearby. It has them concerned.
It's really dry, so just given our current drought situations, it's just tinder for fire.
It is very dangerous, and especially this time of year in a drought situation, so it's not to be messed with.
They've notified rangers about the situation and have tried working with the city to come up with a solution, but they're frustrated with what they consider a lack of response from the city.
Too often I've contacted the city, emailed, made phone calls, and I don't get a response even from a constituent coordinator, or do I expect a call from Ted Wheeler? No, I don't, but I would like some kind of response from the city when we raise these issues.
Earlier this summer, the city moved a homeless camp located near Laurelhurst Park and one near Sunnyside School in southeast Portland. Alex Penny would like to see more of a response in her neighborhood.
Do I feel like people have my back in the city? No, I feel like we're just kind of on our own here. And that's really troubling to me, and that's why I think this is ultimately a leadership failure on many, many parts across the city.
We reached out to Commissioner Joanne Hardesty. She oversees Portland Fire and Rescue. Wanted to ask her about the fires and the potential danger. So far, we've not received a response. Art Edwards, KGW News.
Thank you, Art. A workers' strike against Nabisco that started in Portland and then spread across the country is over. Union members voted to accept a new collective bargaining agreement. Employees voted to strike more than a month ago after Nabisco's parent company proposed changes to overtime rules and health care plans. The strike spread to Chicago and Richmond, Virginia. The Portland Mercury reports that Portland workers urged others to vote no on this new contract, but that it was still overwhelmingly approved. Workers could be back on the job as early as next week. Heartbreak in the rodeo world tonight. A 24-year-old bull rider from Kansas who was in Oregon to compete at the Pendleton Roundup has died in a car crash on Interstate 84. Galen Etlin spoke with his friends.
This video at the Pendleton Roundup this week shows one of the final times Richard Schleicher smiled for the camera.
I also never saw him not smiling.
Jalen Pfeiffer in Oklahoma has known Richard for years, part of an extended rodeo family.
Such an amazing guy, and this world is definitely going to be a little harder without him.
On Thursday night, Richard was a passenger in a car traveling east on I-84 near Pendleton. The car rear-ended a potato truck, killing him and seriously injuring 2 others.
All right, Richard. 85 tonight.
Richard was from Kansas, but traveled the country doing what he loved, bull riding.
He could brighten the room.
Cole Fisher of Oklahoma was at the Pendleton Roundup with Richard and caught that final smile.
How did it feel to hear that news?
It's like you just can't believe it. He's the guy that a lot of us strive to be. You kind of wonder why, somebody that good has to go so early.
For Richard's friend Jalen, the memories are sweet.
What made him so special to the community that he touched?
No matter where you are or what you need, he will be there for you.
He really impacted a lot of people in a beautiful way.
Yeah, he did. We're never going to have a conversation together, or I'll never be able to see his smile or hear his laugh again. So that was really hard. And I just continued to pray for his family and the rest of his friends, and continued to pray for the other 2 bull riders that were with him.
Jalen hasn't been to the Pendleton Roundup yet in her rodeo journeys, but hopes this loss inspires a legacy in Oregon.
That's really all I hope for, is just that his memory never fades.
A smile forever shining in their memories. Galen Etlin, KGW News.
Hundreds of Portland area parents could be scrambling to find rides to get their kids to school over the next several weeks. The Portland School District has a big shortage of bus drivers. It's happening across the country and for a variety of reasons. Here in Portland, the district usually has around 300 bus drivers. Officials say they're about 82 drivers short right now. That's forced the district to cancel some routes covering both Benson and Lincoln high schools. Dozens of other routes are being changed or canceled every day. Portland Public Schools Chief of Staff says they're trying to get creative to solve the problem.